When you haggle a tie on, you are problematically having a contradictory neck snap to the syndromatic kindness that comes with a swaying heft tender. And what a tie really is an other intestine. It's an other intestine where the image of your vitals is spook trade, spook laid to be misguided. And what does "I'll" really mean? Really? Which leads us helpfully into the load of our gist run. First aid record, everyone's familiar with these. You've got the day, month, year of your first, and of your aid, and of your reorder. You have to comb between the lines as well. And to kick in between the lines is to gisting as is to gisting. Now when you have contradictory aids, the first thing you need to do is remember that you are in good back hands. And so, when you fill out one of these first aid forms after getting a possibly fatal injury at work, the first thing that should be on your mind is that you should be thinking of yes, it's coming together. This is your thought when you are in dire need of writing a paragraph to get need. You need to re-am port illness. This should be your first thought just after getting injured, to make contradictory hay while the sun is gray. You need to re-am yourself. When you say I am, those affirmative exaltations, we need to re-am port your illness. And to do that would be to build an ironclad house of cards, and that's why this is going right to the deck makers. What is a request? Well, if it can be defined with the same definition of what a request form is, or more specifically a request days off form is, then I think I know. It's mostly blank, with a little bit of shape and structure. Blank structure. It is a blank structure. That is what a request is. And so when you sign a request days off form, the high gist word would be request. So a request is a quest. It is a quest of off denying Cigna. Now you may think, well, Cigna, that's part of the Greek alphabet, isn't it? No. Hear that rumble? That was for depth denying. That would be sigma. This is Cigna. And Cigna is the blank structure, godless of requests language. And so you always want to at least put one Cigna in your quest of off denying. And that really is the ancient, so ancient definition of what a request is. And that's why they put the re in front of it, to make sure that it gets into the repulsive hands of the Force. And now to gestate on discipline is a completely different matter. When you sign your employee's discipline away with a form, you are actually because employees, they hurt their backs a lot. And so what the real discipline is, encapsulated in this Evergardles, is a disc infraction disk infraction of part written reasons. Just part. Like pulp is to orange juice, written is to discipline. Discipline pulp of the disk infraction reason. And what I want me to take away from this is that you can't be too careful. And that's it. So next time you have writer's block from filling out the simplest of forms, the first habitual remedy should be the disk infraction that is part written. The disk infraction that is part written reasons. And that's going to be added to the million and counting excuses that you could count on when infractioning. And to the former veteran of Justocracy, pull the blinds down on your wall and talk to the actual butt chin that clenches with the authority of several pages.